Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Steve Hall Arena. Welcome to Schtumm. We've been trying very hard to bring you Sunday night concerts, and so far, by complying with all the regulations, we've managed to keep doing them almost every Sunday. Thank you. So please, thank you for supporting live music and coming out and seeing bands. That's really appreciated, and it kind of returns some humanity for these guys rather than playing in their bedrooms. We've got two brilliant acts on for you tonight. We've got Broderick, who's a wonderful Welsh singer, songwriter, who writes beautiful tunes, but she's also opened a packet of musical all sorts, and she's drawn on soul, blues, almost every genre you can think of. But her songs are brilliant, and she's definitely worth waiting for. This guy decided to go to Nashville for some inspiration and to soak up the atmosphere in Nashville and learn all about Americana. And what he's done is he's fused Americana with indie folk, and he's just a brilliant act. He'll be bringing on Jess to sing a few songs with him as well. And but they're absolutely brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big hand for Lee Broderick?
Hello. One day when I was out walking, I spied a bird up in a tree. And suddenly he started talking, and this is what he said to me. I'm starting to see your ass out here every day now. Yeah. You're looking for something, don't you? Just put your heart-shaped glasses on, boy, and something come looking for you too. Yeah. You gotta let love run the game. You gotta let love run the game, or it won't get too far. No, you gotta let love run the game. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you ever find yourself astray, yeah. If you ever lose the will to pay, just stray a mile right off the highway and listen to what the birdie got to say. Yeah. One day when I was out walking, I spied a bird up in a tree, and suddenly he started talking. He was talking down at me, and he said, oh, you gotta let love run the game, yeah. You gotta let love run the game, or it won't get too far. Oh no, you gotta let love run the game. You gotta let love run the game, yeah. You gotta let love run the game, or it won't get too far. Oh no, you gotta let love run the game, or it won't get too far. You gotta let love run the game. Ooh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. This is all right, isn't it? Thank you so much for coming out. I know it's a bit weird at the moment, but it's lovely to see you all. My name is Lee Broderick. That was called Let Love Run the Game. It's about letting love run the game, I suppose. It's been a bit of a weird weekend. Me and my lovely wife Jess, who sat down there, moved house on Friday from Bristol to Bradford-on-Avon. So I'm officially from Wiltshire now, which is pretty cool. I don't really think I've got the accent for it down quite yet, but I'm getting there. I'm not a local, as you can probably guess. Yeah, so my sanity is somewhere in the midst of roughly 50 boxes marked kitchen at the moment. Yeah. This is a song about my love of mid-January. It's honest to God, it's my favourite time of year. Not trying to be contrary. I love mid-January. This is... Yeah. All right, this is called January 9th. I don't mind Christmas, and New Year's fine, but I feel best around January 9th. Paying taxes, putting on pounds, a slate grey sky soothes my mood. Somehow, maybe I'm depressed, and masochist at best, but I get lost in a February shower. Oh, well, I could just lay it on the line. The streets are dead and it's dark at 5, but when the nights turn out and the world starts to come alive, I'll sleep till January 9th. Rain-soaked evening, a sleet-smeared dawn. The world is ours until the lights come on. Wandering winters, just you and I, your hand in mine till the day I die. Oh, maybe I'm guilty of a song, contrary to a fault, but I get lost when the mood's a little down. Oh, well, I could just lay it on the line. There's nothing else, it's just you and I. But when the nights turn out and the world starts to come alive, I'll sleep till January 9th. I get lost in a February shower. Oh, well, I could just lay it on the line. When there's nothing else, it's just you and I. But when the nights turn out and the world starts to come alive, I'll sleep till January 9. Yeah. Thank you. All right then. I've got this lovely little microphone head shower cap thing, so that the microphone remains COVID compliant. I really like it. It feels really nice on my face. It's just, when you like in your job, you kind of get into this kind of muscle memory thing with certain parts of. I'm so used to feeling a metal. This isn't very interesting, is it? I'm going to move on. All right. This is an old Roger Miller song. I really love Roger Miller. I first got onto him when I first moved to Nashville, and I heard some dude playing this song in a bar, and I just became obsessed with Roger Miller immediately. He probably most famous for King of the Road, that tune. But yeah, just such a talented lyricist and songwriter, but kind of just didn't take himself in any way seriously, which is such a blessing to take in an insane amount of talent and then just be really friggin' silly with it. It's so much fun. Anyway, this is called Kansas City Star. I got a letter just this morning. It was postmarked Omaha. It was typed and neatly written. Offer me this better job with higher wages, expenses paid, and a car. But I'm on TV here locally. I can't quit 'cause I'm a star. Oh, well, I get on TV grinning, wearing pistols and a hat. It's a kiddie show and I'm a hero of the younger set. I'm the #1 attraction in every supermarket parking lot. I'm a king of Kansas City, so no thanks on my heart, thanks a lot. Kansas City Star, that's what I are. I mean, that's what I are. How good is that? Oh, dee-dee-dee-dee. You ought to see my car. Well, it's a big old Cadillac with wire wheels and rhinestones on the spokes. I got credit at the grocery and my reverend tells me jokes. I'm the #1 attraction in every supermarket parking lot. I'm the king of Kansas City, so no thanks on my heart, thanks a lot. Oh, Kansas City Star. All together now. That's what I are. Oh, dee-dee-dee. You ought to see my car. Oh, it's a big old Cadillac with wire wheels and rhinestones on the spokes. I got credit at the grocery and my barber tells me jokes. I'm the #1 attraction in every supermarket parking lot. Well, I'm the king of Kansas City, so no thanks on my heart, thanks a lot. Oh! There you go. Little taste of Tennessee for you. A little overwhelmed by the amount of cameras on me. A few of these are not good angles for me generally. I'm sorry to whoever's watching this one down here. I'm doing some serious gaining up here. This is a little lullaby that I wrote. It's called Whoa There Little Pony. And it's on my new EP, which I'm going to talk about every 35 seconds or so between now and the end of the set, in the hope that you will buy one.
Whoa there, little pony, pulling at your reins. There's a long road out before you, many miles to make. Keep on straighting, you'll be spent before the breaking of the day. And this old heart of mine might never stand the pain. Whoa there, little pony, running through these fields. You came here without warning, you wandered off the hills. I was alone out here, digging through frozen earth for winter's weary wheels. Then you blossomed like the golden daffodils, and I promised myself that from the day that you arrived, that these hands would shield you from the darkness, point you into the light. But intentions slip between our fingers before they even come alive. And I'm fine, no really I'm fine. Whoa there, little pony, racing through my mind. You with me in the darkness before the daylight hits the blinds. Your vision's fading as the light gets in and blurs your solid lines. Will you stay with me while I open my eyes?
Thanks a lot. Thank you. All right, give me a sec. All right. This is a song inspired by a story that me uncle told me. My dad and his side of the family are from Canada. All right. One in. Cool. It's a big old country, you know. They grew up in a little town in northern Alberta. And my uncle fairly recently got a job up in a town called Igloolik, which is just inside the Arctic Circle. And he told me this story about how, well, the polar bears outnumber the people by about 350 to 1 or so. Shitloads of polar bears, right? Sorry for the bad language. I apologise in advance. And he told me the story about how towards the end of the season, the polar bears had come down into town looking for food. Kind of half starved, half crazed. And quite often you just kind of find them rifling through your bins in the morning. I mean, imagine that when you went out to put your recycling out from the night before. I had a bit of a heavy one, do you know what I mean? Bag full of bottles of beer and that, and then there's just a polar bear going through your bins. Just me. Cool. Okay. It got me thinking, right? It's a pretty demeaning way for an apex predator to spend its time, innit? Rifling through somebody's bins. So I thought I'd write a song from the perspective of the polar bear, living this reality, this once proud animal rifling through someone's bins, and in the midst of an existential crisis. It's called Hell for a Bed. I've been treading this path for days, tracking some fat fuck through the rain, trying to find the perfect place to bring him down. But I lost the scent round the outskirts of town. Now I've been scavenging trash for a week, slate grey slush my aperitif, living off the shit you couldn't stomach or stand. To think they used to carry me across the breadth of this land. Now they barely see me as I walk down the street. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wish I was black, black as the sea, when there's nothing but 1,000 leagues of water beneath. I wish I was gold, gold like the sun, when it pierces the skyline for the first time in months. I wish I was red as love. I'd coat myself head to toe in blood. I wish I was done, I wish I was dead. I wish I was 1,000 miles from nothing, instead I'm sleeping in this hell for a bed. See, I've lost count of the bastards staring me down, thinking they can bear the dull weight of this crown, sizing up the slightly weary limp in my gait, looking out for any little weakness to break. Oh, but see, the truth is I've lost sight of the goal. There must have been a reason for me selling my soul, but age makes you stupid, shaky, savaged and slow. I guess that I've forgotten half the things that I know. I'm tempted just to punch myself as hard as I can, to see if I feel it, if I'm still a man. I wish I was black, black as the sea, when there's nothing but 1,000 leagues of water beneath. Hey, I wish I was gold, gold like the sun that pierces the skyline for the first time in months. I wish I was red as love. I'd coat myself head to toe in blood. I wish I was done, I wish I was dead. I wish I was 1,000 miles from nothing, instead I'm sleeping in this hell for a bed. Oh, hell for a bed. When there's nothing but 1,000 leagues of water beneath. Hey, I wish I was gold, gold like the sun, when it pierces the skyline for the first time in months. I wish I was red as love. I'd coat myself head to toe in blood. Hey, I wish I was done, I wish I was dead. I wish I was 1,000 miles from nothing, instead I'm sleeping in this hell for a bed. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my much better half, the wonderful, the gorgeous Jessica Broderick, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Hello.
If you found me slightly off colour until this point, I mean, she's much more charming than I am, so.
Yeah.
This is another tune from my new EP called Rockfield Sessions. Yeah, I'll tell you a bit more about it later. But they will be for sale. They are £5. And, you know, if you're not going to do it for us, then please do it for our unborn child. Every EP means another day where that baby doesn't go hungry. So just think about that for a minute before you leave tonight, everyone. Thanks. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I've been searching for a reason, some cause to will me towards my pen, some foolish notion that could lead me breathless from verse onto the chorus and back again. But I feel my hands cramp up, thoughts come sweeping in, and then the words get stuck. And I turn to one thing that if I'd known then what I know now, I'd burn this whole thing down. Life might be wasted on the youthful, but wisdom's just as wasted on the wise. And I wouldn't have the gall to stand here and tell you I haven't loved this ride, but God knows it took its toll. I've lost track of the times I wished for a different pull, but I'm way past that now. Still, if I'd known how deep the water got down, I'd let this whole thing drown. And I failed my way up, drank a dozen tabs I'd never pay for, and I failed my way down again. It felt about the same, nothing really changed. Closed out a dozen tabs I'd never pay for, and I failed my way down again. It's just the way it goes. So as I stare at these empty pages and think about the person I've become, I try to reconcile the things I wanted against things I did and things that I could have done. But that used to make me sad, that every moment counts for something good and bad. It hardly matters anyhow, 'cause I'm closing out with one last vow. I'm gonna douse the past with gasoline, raise it to the ground. Let's light this place up and leave town, and burn this whole thing down, and burn this whole thing down.
Thank you very much. Oh, I got a bit emotional there. Ah.
This is so nice up here. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice to be both sides.
I've looked at love from both sides now. Warm Waters.
Yeah.
So I wrote this song about a lady who was homeless who used to sit outside the Aldi by us when we lived in Bristol, and she used to play and sing, and she was amazing. She has a beautiful voice, and I was just always really taken with her voice and her talent, and then just went back one day and she wasn't there, and then never saw her since, and I don't know, just really, it really struck me. It really stayed with me. So I kind of wrote a song for her, I suppose. And then in the last couple of months during lockdown, Jess and I did a few online gigs, and Jess kind of very kindly decided to sing this one and did an amazing job at it. Sings it beautifully. So we're going to do that now, and Jess is going to take lead vocals. This is called Warm Waters.
Picture these streets in the winter. Picture them covered in snow. Picture me picking my way through the shoppers, wandering with nowhere to go. Long have I walked through the darkness, searching for somewhere to be. Try to ignore as my hunger implores me to lay in a doorway and sleep. Dream of warm waters, sun in our eyes. Dream of simpler and happier times that long ago died. Circumstance, but I'm not a victim at all. There's no good or bad, the world doesn't work like that. It is what it is, nothing more. Some of us float like a feather from cradle right to the grave. Some of us carry a heavier burden, gritting our teeth through the pain, and we dream of warm waters, sun in our eyes. Dream a simpler and happier time long ago died.
Picture these streets in the winter. Picture them covered in snow. Picture me picking my way through the shoppers, wandering with nowhere to go.
Jessica Broderick, everybody. So
Thank you. We've got a lot less breath control at the moment. Still learning what I can't do anymore.
There's a 6-month-old baby just kind of needling your lungs. Got 2 more left, and then you can go for the wee. This is a song called Path of Least Resistance. This is on my new EP, Rockfield Sessions, available for £5 this evening, everybody. Think of the children. About this time last year, I got a phone call from a sound engineer friend of mine who said, would you like to come to Rockfield Studios in Monmouth and spend 2 days making music? And I did not pass up that opportunity, obviously. Rockfield Studios is pretty iconic. The kind of people that have worked there is basically a who's who of iconic British musicians. Most notably, for me personally, because he was a huge, a huge influence of mine when I was a kid. I mean, Queen and Freddie Mercury. And
I got a phone call from him being like, babe, guess what piano I'm playing on? It's the one where Freddie wrote Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's very exciting. So we had this opportunity to go and spend 2 days there and just kind of make music, me and some muso friends of mine. And we cut this EP. We did 4 tracks, just live tracked everything, and just kind of had some fun, really. And everything that came out ended up on the EP, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm more proud of it than anything that I've ever worked on. And it's available for £5. £5 available this evening. £5 available this evening. Rockfield Sessions EP. Yeah, I've covered all the bases. Only £5, Seg. Yes, indeed.
I know.
It's just too good of a deal. This is called Path of Least Resistance, and you'll find it on the Rockfield Sessions EP, which is available this evening for £5. Do you recall in that calm before the storm, when we'd batten down the hatches and barricade the doors, and through a red wine buzz and a smile, you told me you don't think that love is blind, but it'll close its eyes from time to time. That's just how we survive. Then you winked and threw back your glass as those swollen rain clouds rolled past. Oh, do you want me? Or am I the path of least resistance? Easy to have, easy to let go. But do you want me? Or am I simply the shortest distance between the road you've come to know and the road you dreamed of long ago? Don't think I don't understand. I know you like the back of my hand. I've seen your deep and structured sadness just before the veil comes down. But the truth is we never feared. That's a hard thing to admit, that I am the stones that line your pockets as you step off of the bridge. And I love you more than you know. Come on, cut me loose, let
path of least resistance. Easy to have, but easy to let go. Do you want me? Or am I simply the shortest distance between the road you've come to know and the road you dreamed of long ago? I stood around so long waiting for a moment when you'd open up yourself and let me come in. But it took me losing you to find myself again. Ain't that a sin? Oh, do you want me? Am I the path of least resistance? Easy to have and easy to let go. Oh, do you want me? Or am I simply the shortest distance between the road you've come to know and the road you dreamed of along? Between the road you've come to know and the road you dreamed of long ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much. So this is going to be our last tune. Yeah, that's the right reaction. That's correct. Oh. But you got the amazing Brian Easier coming up, which is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to a set. Thank you so much to Louis for putting us on. Thank you so much to everyone at the Queen's Head. Yeah, please do give him a round of applause. And to Dean as well on sound.
There's an amazing team, actually, isn't there, that have all been squirreling away. So great.
It's just, I mean, this is amazing, especially, while we're in the teeth of a global pandemic. It's so cool that we can still do this kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's testament to the guys that are doing it, and it's been a bit of a weird year for musicians. I mean, it's been a bit of a weird year for everybody, but yeah, it's just really nice to get back in front of an audience again and play some songs. So thank you so much for coming out, for taking the time to come out and be here. Honestly, it does mean the world, and I'm sure Brian, you'll feel the same way as well. It just means the absolute world. So yeah, thank you. Rockfield Sessions EP, £5. Just come and say hello. This is my wife, Jess. I've been Lee, and this is called Let Your Love Out and Let It In. It's a song about being nice to people. Yeah. Let's just check that, shall we? It was all going so well, and then the last song, he was woefully out of tune. All right. Soldiers off to war. You could lay your arms down if you want to. You could leave your phone at home in a drawer. Let your love out or let it in. All of your gods are pinching pennies from the poor. Let your love out and let it in. Plenty of folks in this great big world have got a lot to say. They're happy to die at at the top of that hill and they'll pull you along the way. Listen closely, cause here's the truth. You're tooling up for a fight you'll never win. Let your love out and let it in. Oh yeah. Oh. Sisters, brothers, oh, go on and gift yourself a moment of reflection before you throw yourself in head first to the brawl. Let your love out and let it in. Plenty of folks in this great big world have got a lot to say. They're happy to die at the top of their hill and to drag you with them along the way. Listen closely, cause here's the truth. You're tooling up for a fight you'll never win. Let your love out and let it in. Let your love out and let it in. Let your love out and let it in. Thank you so much. You've been absolutely bloody amazing. Cheers. Thank you so much. Jessica Broderick, Lee Broderick. Come and say hello. Buy an EP.
Thanks
Lots of
so
love.
much.
Lee Broderick, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't that brilliant? Jess Broderick, ladies and gentlemen. And Bump. Now, we've got another artist on stage in about 15 minutes. There's two things you can do in between. One is you can buy the Rockfield Sessions, because that's an incredible album. So you can give them some of that filthy lucre and it'll make them very, very happy. And also, you can buy some drinks, because all the money from the gigs goes to the musicians. The Queens doesn't take any money. Schtumm doesn't take any money. So the only way they make money is by buying drinks and refreshments, and they make a wonderful cup of coffee as well. So in about 15 minutes, we'll have Bryony Sear on. So ladies and gentlemen, just a quick hand for Lee Broderick and Jess. See you in 15 minutes.